hello. Welcome to the Robbie Coker Show. I'm David Holt with Coach Coker, and we have just been through a wonderful week of Thanksgiving holiday. Did you have fun?
Great week, man. What a great week. Never enough time off. Obviously, we try to fill the week with basketball games, I know. But it's great spending time with the family on Thursday and Saturday, and just a lot to be thankful for. And it was definitely a great week of basketball, a great week with friends and family.
Well, I was telling Coach Griggs earlier this morning that had the family, had Thanksgiving. My wife made sure we got the Christmas tree up, and lo and behold, yesterday we made pictures for the Christmas card. That's been a full week.
You know, the one positive thing I think, I better be careful with my words here.
A positive thing.
A positive thing about Melissa being pregnant is that there's not going to be a Christmas photo this year for Christmas cards. So I think you better celebrate the positives, Dave.
Yeah, you better celebrate the positives.
Fortunate for me, there'll be no Christmas card, so we have staved that off for a year. So
boy, after that, you better get ready.
It's one of the things that I don't understand. It's a phenomenon that Hallmark created. Must have been Mr. Hallmark must have been a genius. But this year, I don't think we're going to participate. So that's a win at the Coker House for sure.
It's a win for you. It may not be a win for her, but she's going to get you before long. I'm talking to one of the boys the other night at the gym, and I said, "Hey, did y'all practice on Thanksgiving?" He said, "Yeah, we did." So you don't let them off. You keep them going.
Well, it's one of them deals. We played it Friday. It's the first time we've ever practiced on Thanksgiving Day. I told the parents in about, I guess, end of September, early October, when we had our first parent meeting, I told the varsity parents, "Hey, look, here's the deal. The way it fell this year, we got to play that Friday. I can't take a day off, you know. I hate taking a day off. The only time we do it is like when we play December 26th. We'll still take Christmas Day off, but I never feel good about it. And so I just told them Friday we're going to practice Thanksgiving Day, be preparing. In and out, short and sweet. We can start at 6 a.m. if we need to. You know, you guys tell me. I'm on y'all's time." And so we went about 7:30 to about 9 and get them out of there and let them go and enjoy their day. But
Probably they were ready to devour some turkey and whatever.
You know, I feel like it was kind of, you know, we talked about prevention last week. You know, it's kind of go ahead and burn those calories and get going early. You might even have a bigger appetite. So.
Grandma was excited because they really cleaned their plate.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was there. You know, this group does what's asked of them, and it was a good day. Of course, you had the turkey trot going on as well, so the girls' basketball team was working as well, so you know how it is. I mean,
yeah, we got these basketball coaches, they don't ever let up, which is good. I mean, we're seeing evidence of that. Both of you have been undefeated since we came.
That's the first time we haven't taken all. You know, we usually try to play them out Wednesday before Thanksgiving and give them Thursday, Friday off. But this year just went in the cards. We couldn't make it right. So schedules have become harder and harder, and it was inevitable for us to play that Friday after Thanksgiving. So we had to put a little work in on Thursday, and thought the guys showed up and did a good job and went about their business. And we gave them Saturday off and came back in yesterday.
Well, we had hosted the Bobby Ledbetter Mountain Valley News second annual Thanksgiving Classic.
Close.
Did I get all that out?
Sort of all in. I think it's in the wrong order, but yeah.
So if you were grading my test, would I get an A for effort, or would
I think you get partial credit?
Partial credit, okay. As long as I didn't miss the whole.
What's the misplaced participle? That's the word. Yeah.
Something like that. Something like that. We hosted Anniston. They came to town. Came away with a very good win, 72-47. Let's talk a little bit about that game. I saw where Jonah Williams had 28 points.
Yeah, it's kind of got an asterisk beside it. You know, I talked up Antonio Cat for 6 weeks, and he didn't play in the game. Obviously, Coach Brown thought that they had some issues they needed to address, I guess, and he handled his team just like I would mine. And so Spooty didn't get to play. Kind of took some energy out of the game. You know, I could tell my guys were disappointed as well. You know, we've been building that up on the scouting report, and we had some plans of how we was going to try to guard him. And I don't know if anybody ever stopped Spooty. I think he just tried to contain him. But It was kind of a unique deal, and then was he going to go in? Was he not going? You never knew. And I told our guys just to focus on all you can do is beat the team. Play the game that's ahead of you. And it's one of them nights where we made a plan, and we literally threw the plan away before the game even started. So thought our guys did a good job. Obviously, offensively, we're clicking. We're shooting right now at a high level. Like you said, Jonah, I think, made 7 for 11, finished with 28 points. Our guys do a great job of finding the hot hand.
Tristan came in with 15. Luke Smith had 10. Just a good effort by the guys, I thought.
No doubt. Luke's getting 7.5 rebounds a game. He got 7 again this game, 10.7 rebounds. I just thought we were very efficient with the shots we took. I didn't think we took many bad shots. I think this group is really, really locked in on the way we want to play and sharing the basketball, and I thought that was evident, especially this week. We don't take many bad shots. We're getting a lot of shots on goal, and this group's skill level is really, really shining, and their ability to create open opportunities for their teammates has been very beneficial for us offensively. Cole presents a matchup problem the way he's able to shoot the ball, but as crafty as he is off the bounce, and with all those shooters around him, do you help, do you not help? And I think our guys have done a great job of taking advantage of their open opportunities when they're open, as well as when they're driving and someone else is open, sharing the basketball. I just think it's offensively, this group is really kind of finally clicking.
Mm-hmm.
And we're taking, quality shots most possessions. And anytime you take good shots, your percentages go up. And this group right now is really scoring the ball at a high level.
And you're rebounding. You out-rebounded them 29-18. Just shows good effort. Seems like Luke Smith's again involved in those rebounds. He doesn't want to seem to ever give up. I'm sure you're proud of that.
Yeah, no doubt. And you look at this stat line, Tristan, one of them has 8 rebounds, probably the smallest man on the floor most nights. This speaks for our character, this group. You're right, very resilient group, playing with some relentless effort and being rewarded for it.
And I do want to say that Antonio went in the next night against Hamilton, and basically, whatever he threw up, basically they all went in. It didn't matter where he was. When he threw it up, it went in.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, he's a special, talented kid, man. I told you, I got to talk to Tori a little bit, their coach, at the couple nights in the hospitality room, and they split with Talladega. Talladega was the 4A state champion last year. They played 4 times. They're in the same area. They went 2-2 against each other. So in 4A, the blue map's going to go through Talladega and Anniston. There's no doubt about it. They're both backloaded again, and I just can't imagine that that them two guys are not battling out all year long for the state championship.
Well, their clock guy was like, book guy rather. He's like, he must have done something. He's not. But now the next night he goes in. He's fun to watch. Fun to watch. Then we ended up. Let's see, we got it out of order. There's another game here.
Trustful.
I had you at Trustful. What'd I do with it? There it is. Look at Coach. You keep me in line, don't you?
Oh man, it goes without saying, Dave. No one likes a braggart, Dave.
Well, I appreciate you keeping me in line and keeping me humble, but I have an ace in my pocket. If you get out of line, I'm gonna go talk to Melissa.
There's
Because anybody keep you straight, that'd be Mrs. Coker.
No doubt.
Well, we played here at Trustful, another great win, 71-59. Let's talk a little bit about that game.
If you remember, Trustful jumped on us 9-2 early. Man, it's one of them games where I don't know if we weren't ready for their speed and athleticism. I don't know if, looking back at their baskets to get going, it was a couple offensive rebounds. I really respect their team and the way they play. I told you going into it, they had one loss. It was at Huffman. I don't know what Huffman's home winning streak record is, but if you went back and charted the last 5 years of basketball at Huffman High School, there's been very few road wins in that building. They come out, they jump on us early. And like I said, once again, I don't know if it was an effort thing. I don't know if it was a unlucky bounce, whatever you want to call it. But they jumped on us in the mouth early. It was up 9-2. We kind of clawed and fought, got back in the game. I think the last 4 minutes of the quarter, they didn't score. I think it was 9-8 at the end of the first quarter. And then we kind of hit that stride in the second quarter. Really, really got to offensively putting pressure on the rim and creating opportunities for our teammates. Cole, another great night. Goes 9-11 from the field. It's hard to complain when a guy goes 4 for 5 from 3 and 9-11 from the field and 6 for 6 from the free throw line, has 28 points. It was just one of those games where it seemed like if they were pressing up on him, he drove by him for a layup. If they were backing off, he hit a 3. If they came to double him, he found the open man. I mean, he really, really controlled the game for us. Him and Tristan do such a good job against pressure. Taking nothing away from Kerry Milliken, but our press attack, now we've got 2 point guards. We always had Caden and Jeffrey, and then it was Caden and Cole or Caden and Tristan. Well, now we've got, 2 point guards really bringing the ball up, and they do such a great job for us. The pressure just doesn't seem to bother us. And Trussell's a pressure team. They really, really try to take you out of your rhythm, and they try to force certain ways and try to, take advantage of speeding you up. And with our team, it really didn't really affect us. Maybe the best game we've had handling the basketball. Mr. Ayers has us for 5 turnovers. If we only turn it over 5 times a game, we're going to be pretty successful offensively. This group's way too skilled, and that's been our challenge to our guys. Is guys, you're so skilled. We just got to get a shot at the rim. Our percentages say if we just get the ball to the rim, we got a pretty good chance of scoring it. And I don't know whether it's we're playing too fast. Obviously, the speed of the game. These guys moving up, playing against speed that they've never faced before, is certainly a factor. But I don't know if we're playing too fast, or I don't know if it's we're loose and not valuing the ball or whatever it is, but our turnovers, we've turned it over on the season way, way too high. I think at one time we was averaging 17 turnovers a game. This team's just way too skilled to do that.
Yeah.
And I think this game finally showed you what happens when we limit our turnovers to below 10. We're really, really hard to catch. I think we were up 19 at one point in the fourth. Did a great job. I thought we did a good job of guarding them. They run a motion offense with several different options off of it and several reads. And if you play it this way, they do this. And I thought our guys, as the course of the game went along, really figured out, what they were trying to accomplish, what we could help here, where we couldn't help there, and just as the game went along, I really felt like our guys did a great job defensively of limiting their opportunities, and obviously give up 9 offensive rebounds, not a stat we want to give up, but I really felt we did it probably, it's the most complete game we've played, and our guys really got in a rhythm there for 2.5, 3 quarters where we were playing well on both ends of the floor.
We hope that you came out and enjoyed the Bobby Ledbetter Mountain Valley News Thanksgiving Classic. Had Hewitt, Trussville, Anniston, and Hamilton came to town. Just a really couple of good nights of good basketball. And then the day after Thanksgiving, we hosted Etowah. They came to town. We played them and came away with another win, 83-67. Let's talk a little bit about that game again.
Yeah, odd timing, obviously weird, we were a varsity boys game, started at 4:30 on a Friday, but I thought our guys handled it well. We came in that morning, got a shoot around in. I challenged the guys this week. I said, everybody dreams about growing up being a pro athlete. This is a week that you're a pro. You get no school, you get no other job. I mean, this is your 1 week to prove that you can be a pro. And I thought our guys really handled it well. Came out with a fast start. Made 16 threes. Obviously, when we make double-figure threes, we're pretty good. I was actually looking at the stats. 3 games, we shot 47.8, 48.4, and 48.5. You know, we shoot that from the three-point line. We're pretty good. I thought Etowah did a great job of getting back in the game in the second quarter. Not that we took our foot off the gas, but I just thought that they started making shots. They, you know, our pressure balled them early. They kind of settled into a rhythm as well, and they showed how talented they were. You know, they scored 26 points in the second quarter. You know, they scored 7 in the first. We ended up holding them to 10 in the third. Yet we gave up 26 in the second quarter. They got going offensively a little bit. They made 12 threes and shot 40% from 3 as well. Probably didn't go to the three-point line as well as we wanted to. But overall, a great team win. You know, scoring was spread out again. Jonah hit 6 threes again. 22, 17, 13, 9, 9, 7, 7. I mean, a lot of guys stuff in the stat sheet, and that's how this group's going to have to play. You know, Cole's probably going to get more shots than the other guys on most nights. I say that, and he had more shot attempt than Jonah on Friday. But our guys have got to share the basketball, and whoever's open has got to take the shot. And I just feel like we're gelling. I feel like offensively, really the last 4 or 5 times out, you go back to the week before, I just think this group is really, really gaining confidence, and I believe that as they play together, they're kind of learning each other, and offensively, we're really, really playing well right now.
Well, it's been a great week of basketball at Plainview, and we are about to start a major swing in the area play. On Tuesday of this week, which this will air after that, Sylvania comes to town. Then on Friday, we head to Pisgah, and then the next week, Madison
Academy comes in here Friday, the non-area game. You know, we went over there last year. That was a game. They come back here on Tuesday the 10th. And then on Friday we go to Geraldine, which will conclude our first 3 area games, you know, the first round of area play. Then we go to Etowah that Saturday. So 5 games in 12 days, I think that's right. Important for us to take advantage of our opportunity. Obviously, area play, it's a thin line. They do mean more as it relates to winning these games. Do give you a chance to host, you know, the area tournament, which is
big,
always good. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you get 7 games. It's a 7-game tournament to win the state championship. The first 3 can be at home if you take care of business. So obviously, you want to give yourself every advantage to do that. But at the same time, you don't want to put additional pressure or additional stress on yourself, you know, on one game. You know, we tell our guys all the time that it's the most important game of your life because it's the next one. And we try to approach all of them the same. But obviously a huge task, Sylvania. I don't know the exact number. He's got 10 or 11 seniors. This group, they've coached all the way up. They're you know, they've had success all the way up. You know, they won the B team county finals last year. A lot of those guys, other guys that went on the B team, had a very you know, successful run last year at the varsity level. This is like I said, he's got 10 seniors. He got a couple young guys. They play a lot of guys. They're playing faster. Went up to North South Mountain and watched them play last Friday night. And then a 104-99 game or whatever it was.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Should be a fun game. Obviously, 2 rivals that know each other well, and a bunch of kids that go to church together or work. You know, just 2 close-knit communities. Should be a fun game Tuesday night in the Civic Center.
And then Friday we head up to Pisgah. It's always challenging to go up to Pisgah and play in their gym. I think Coach said earlier this morning they've named it after Coach Ellison. Is that correct?
Yeah, you know, they had Cooley Gym forever beside it over there. Now they got Ellison Gym. So no doubt it's always a tough place to play at Pisgah. They do a good job of creating a home court advantage with their fans, and It's not quite what it used to be at the old Cooley Gym because it's a little bigger and they know how to stage, but they still care about hoops and they still get a little rowdy and always a tough place to go play on a Friday night. I'm sure it'll be another good crowd there Friday night as well.
And before you know it, we're going to be in the middle of the Sand Mountain tournament, which is coming up in just a few, 2 weeks maybe?
Yeah, I think the B team in the playing game is going to be that 15th, that Saturday. We'll start it. I think the finals will be the next Saturday, the 22nd. I think that's what they're going to play. We actually have our meeting on Wednesday for seating and brackets and all that stuff. So that information will be coming out soon. So you'd think if you take care of business, it's just the start of the month of December, but before Christmas, if you're playing well and you're lucky enough to advance, we could be looking at 8 games in the next 22 days. So
that's a lot of basketball for.
Well, it's good for the kids because they hate practice anyway. So that's one of those deals. If you take care of business, it's a fun time. School's winding down. The deal. We've got 14 days of school left. We're not on block anymore. We've been on block before, so it used to be a lot of very stressful. It'll be finals, but now with the change to period, it ain't quite as stressful. And they'll still be testing and all that, but it won't be it won't be pass or fail yet. So just a good time of year. Everybody's always fired up about the holidays, school getting out, basketball. December's always a blur for a basketball coach, and hopefully you can be playing good over the holidays, or it'll make for a miserable Christmas. So gotta keep getting better, keep doing what we're doing. I really believe this team has progressed every night out. But it's really, we talked about it last week. It's been a challenge. That's kind of our challenge to our guys is, we're going to get better every time out, and we continue to do so. And as long as we continue to do that, we'll have a chance to be successful. I believe this group certainly has room to improve, and I also believe that they've had an appetite for it. A lot of times people don't want to work. A lot of people are satisfied or lazy. Take it whatever you want to, but I do believe this group has an appetite to be successful and to get better, and hopefully we can continue to improve in the next coming weeks of the season.
Well, it's been fun to watch. The first couple of games out, a little bit not where I wanted them to be, but like you said, it does seem to, from just a ordinary fan perspective, they seem to be maturing and gelling and getting better as a team effort. And I think that's something you got to be proud for, I would assume.
No doubt. They have gotten better. It's amazing to go back and just see the ways we're handling things on defense, or the way we're sharing the basketball. Just, small things that over the course of a game make a big difference. And we're handling those situations, more right, if that's a term, the majority of the time. If that situation occurred 30 times the first game, we might have handled it right 5 times. We're handling it right 12 or 14 times, and eventually you hope you just keep developing habits so you're handling it right every time.
Well, I remember earlier in the season you said you had to change your mindset of practice because some of the things the previous team maybe knew how to handle it, and this team you're trying to teach them how to handle it. Is that still the case? Still through that process?
No doubt. We've still got areas, each week a lot of times offensively we're adding stuff as the season goes along, but this group, we started with a very, very basic package, and it's kind of, we're developing as the season goes, and then defensively, anything can happen. Anybody can put you in a bind, and you have to adjust, but as the season goes along, you've seen more and more, you've had more and more time to work on certain areas, and hopefully you're better off handling those situations. And I think you see, our baseline out of bounds defense has gotten better. We're handling certain situations that early in the year put our defense in duress and gave us not really we had no chance to be successful defending that particular play. Now we're handling it correctly. I just think that as time goes on and this group is on the court more and more, that we're going to figure things out. We're going to get better. I think we got a intelligent group. I think we got a group that, once again has an appetite to get better. And if you're intelligent, if you're willing to work and you're intelligent and can retain, you're only going to get better. And I think this group is just going to continue to get better and be able to progress as the season goes along.
Well, it's fun to watch Plainview basketball. I will tell you one thing, sitting at the sideline watching some of the games, when the team's on the opposite end and maybe the first half and they're running a play, and the minute they get set up, they all turn and look for the play, and they turn back around and run it. And it just seems like a disciplined team. Seems like they're growing in that disciplined area, which I would think as a coach is important.
No doubt, no doubt. We talk about communication all the time. We want to be the best communicating team in the country, and it doesn't take any really talent to do that. It just takes effort and a willingness to, and a lot of times people say, well, that's just not his personality. And I said, well, then it's not going to be his personality to win a state championship. Jeffrey Armstrong is a quiet kid. Caden Mulliken is a quiet kid. But turn them on that basketball floor and they communicate.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things whether it's comfort zone or whether it's cool guy, either way, you've got to push through and you've got to communicate for us to be the way we defend, the way we do things. We can't be poor communicators. We can't overcome that.
Yeah.
And these young guys, their talent in a 7th and 8th grade game allowed them to get by with a lot because they were just more talented. Well, they realize now that, if we don't do it this way, we've really got no chance.
Yeah.
And I think our communication is picking up. I think, I really challenged Tristan as a senior and Grant as a senior to, I don't care if the other team knows what play. Make sure all 5 guys know. More than one guy call a play out on offense. I don't care about. We're not trying to trick anybody. I trust your guys' skill and your play enough that if we're all on the same page, it'll work. And it's been different because, like you said, everybody's in different roles, but everybody's kind of gaining their voice. Everybody's kind of learning their way, and as our communication picks up, our defense will pick up. And I really believe that some of these guys are growing out of their shell. Whether it be comfort or cool guy, but they're learning that this is the only way we have a chance to be successful, and they're getting better at it.
Well, guys, you come out and watch some Plainview basketball Tuesday. This will have aired after then. Sylvania will be in town. Pisgah on Friday. Madison Academy next Tuesday. So come out and watch some Plainview basketball. Until then, hope you have a great day.
Hey folks, this is Andy White down here at Bobby Ledbetter's Twin City, and I want to invite everybody to come down here and see us. We're located at 1015 Gulf Avenue South here in downtown Fort Payne, and I want everybody to come down and check out our inventory. Bobby always keeps the inventory refreshed. We've got new stuff coming in every single day, a lot of stuff going out every day. Listen, we appreciate everybody in the area coming down here, letting us earn your business. I'm telling you what, this year's been great for us, and every year we get nominated and then we get voted in as the best in DeKalb. So I want to tell everybody we appreciate y'all doing that for us. Let us know we're doing everything right. So y'all come down here and see us, 1015 Gulf Avenue South. You can shop us on the web at Twin City Used Cars, or you can just give us a call at 256-844-2210.